mining.com.au is back at the Gold Coast Gold Conference. Sitting next to me is the Managing Director of Legacy Minerals, Chris Byrne. Chris, it's a pleasure to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, great. Thanks for having us on, Shae.
Thrilled to. Now, we're going to talk about the cool rocks in just a moment. First of all, Mt Carrington, your New South Wales project. Listen, this continues to go from strength to strength. You announced drilling last week. What's this drill program look like?
Yeah, so we've taken this approach on, what is an older project that's had a lot of drilling and a lot of work on, some really focused areas to sort of step back, look at the bigger picture, test some more regional targets, and we drilled a hole looking for silver from a historic drill hit in the 1970s, drilled underneath it and found gold. So 40 metres at a gram. So a new gold discovery in a zone where gold was not known to exist before. So quite excited. You
went looking for a precious metal and found an even more precious metal. That is some incredible good fortune that has found you. So what sort of activity are you going to be doing around Mt Carrington? Like, how do you grow this from here?
Yeah, so we've got our drilling is really focused on discovery drilling, and then the other component to that will be resource growth, extensional drilling. So that's more near mine targets, and a lot of those near mine targets are what they're the open pit deposits that exist on the project that are forming the basis of our upcoming scoping study.
Well, we'll get to your scoping study in a moment. Now, tell me about these bad boys. These look pretty impressive. These have got a fair bit of weight to them for their size. Oh, that's quite dense, isn't it? So what are we looking at here? Yeah,
so looking at a selection from sort of 3 different parts of the Mt Carrington project, and really sort of showcasing a lot of diversity in the mineralisation here. That we've got white rock deposit, high grade silver. So we're looking at zones there that go up to a couple thousand grams per tonne silver, but a gold poor part of the system. Mm-hmm. You go over to the main Mt Carrington area where you're into high grade gold. This bit of drill core up to 190 grams per tonne. There's also some, significant silver too, but 18% zinc and 1.4% copper. So again, a different sort of precious metal, base metal assemblage in the two. And in the middle is a copper intercept. So we find this one to be really, really interesting because it was drilled in 2008, 18 metres at sort of 6% copper, never followed up. In the context of if you're trying to get an old gold mine back into production, copper's not going to help you in your gold mine. So we really see sort of stepping back, what's that big picture doing? What are the minerals telling us here? And really sort of trying to follow where the grade is and, unpack the system that way.
Well, it certainly sounds like it's working for you. Now, you hinted before that there was a mining study, a scoping study in the works. When do we get some more details around that?
Yeah, so we're on track after a couple of delays to sort of deliver that in April. And we're really quite excited about that because we see that as a big step change on this project, which is really revolving around the metallurgical work. So historically, the processing was done to capture the gold. We're, sort of throwing that model out, working with Ausenco on a metallurgical bridging study, and we really have come up with the best approach, which is a precious metal concentrate. So that's capturing the value not only of the gold but the silver, and that's very important in this project. We view it not just a gold project, but it's a gold, silver, critical minerals project, and those other metals, make up roughly 50% of the in-ground value at Mt Carrington. So we're hoping to sort of see a larger study than has ever been delivered previously on the project, and showing some pretty good economics even with the current gold and silver prices.
Listen, you guys have done some great work with all of your projects, and it's great to see Mt Carrington thriving under your leadership. Listen, thank you so much for your time today, and I'll let you get back to it.
Thanks, Shae.